This is anamanthele lessoniana, formerly known as Stipa rundinacea, and commonly called pheasant tail grass. Now, it's a fantastic grass for the areas in your garden where you just can't grow anything, because this practically grows anywhere. It'll do really, really well in shade, and I've got it in the shady border here, and it's got this lovely deep green colour. Now, these colours vary. There's a particular variety called Scirocco, which is more of a yellowy orange one, which is quite a nice one as well. It starts off very olivey dark green and then produces a lovely colour, which is the yellowy orange colour. Now, the problem with it is it's very prolific, and it will seed itself around. If you're looking for that kind of thing, then this is a great grass to have. If you want to fill an area pretty quick, then just leave it alone. What I do at this time of year, and we're in August now, and it will vary in different parts of the country how far on this one actually is, but up here in Lincolnshire, this one's doing its seeding now. And it looks absolutely stunning. And I'm almost tempted to leave it alone. I've just done one further down the garden and done what I'm just about to show you. Now, I will do it to it because I need to show you, because you need to be aware of this. If you don't want it seeding around, then what you need to do is you need to take away all these seed heads, and they do look spectacular. They look really frothy, they glisten, and they look great, and it's covered in them. What you don't want, though, is that to self-seed everywhere. If you've got a garden where you don't want it all over the place, now is the time to do something about it. So what you do is basically, you get these grass seed heads here, okay? You just grab a clump of them, and you gently, very gently, pull them away. And there we go. That's what you end up with. All the seed heads offer no resistance whatsoever, and you pull them away. Now, if you so wish, you could probably leave one or two of these alone, let them seed, let them spread themselves around, if you so wish. I personally do this every year. I take them out. As you can see, there are absolutely thousands of them. Now, the good thing about these is that the birds like them as well, so that you will often find the birds pecking away at them. But if you've got a garden where you really can't afford to let this overseed, then this is the time to do it. So I'm looking to find all the seed heads. Now, in this case, it's very, very easy and very easy to find. So there you go, look, there's loads of them, absolutely loads. And they have this particular one's got some reddy pink tones to it, and it's really, really nice. But all you got to do, as I've shown you before, gently pull away. If there is any resistance, don't try and take too many out at once. Just take a few of them. Keep at it, it's quite easy. I'm going to the outside of this plant, and it's simply offering practically no resistance whatsoever to pull these out. Yeah, I do this every year, as I said. I don't want these, I want them in my garden, and I want them in different places. But from previous year's seedings, I know from experience that you'll still keep finding these things. Irrespective of me pulling them now, these will still be around the garden, and you will find them around. Now, I like the look of it with them on, and I like the look of it with them off. It looks good both ways. But as I said, I don't want too many. They will take over if you're not careful. It's a cracking grass, and despite this overseeding, I'd put it in anybody's garden, because it never really causes you too much problems if you can do this at this time of year. If you don't, and you find seeds everywhere, they're relatively easy to pull out themselves, the seedlings, and it's easy to do. But now's the time. Now, what will happen now I've done that, is this will want to seed again. I'm still pulling away because there's quite a few in this one. I will miss one or two, no doubt, and this is the reason I tell you to take them all out, because even so, you will probably miss some that'll end up seeding around. So, but at least there won't be as many. Some of them are coming from the centre, some tiny ones in the centre still. These tiny ones are right in the centre. And I've absolutely no doubt that I won't have got all those. In fact, even as I'm looking right now, I'm finding new ones. What I'll do is I'll just leave that alone for about another month. I'll come back and I'll find more. And again, I will remove them. Because if you don't, as I said, you'll end up with thousands. As I said again, and I'm sorry for repeating myself, you will find these little ones keep appearing in the middle of the clump. So give it another month, and then you can actually come back to it, see what's happening, see if there's any more, and get rid of them. That way you keep it nice and tidy. And as you can see, look at that clump there. That's lovely. That's a lovely clump. And it is a good grass. This one's in its second year. It'll probably double that size. Don't cause you no problems. Takes dried shade. Once established, if you are going to let it establish itself in a foresty or a wooded area, just let it seed around and the best ones will grow. The weak ones won't bother. So that's probably a better way of controlling it in a woody type garden. Here's the seed heads. Look, there's thousands of them. Absolutely thousands of them, and I really like them, and I love them at this time of year, but I just know what's going to happen. They're going to end up seeding everywhere, and I really don't want that. Experience has taught me, sooner rather than later. Don't let it become a problem. Okay, so that's anamanthele lessoniana, the old steeper rundanaceae, or the pheasant-tailed grass. I hope that helps you, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Ta-da!